my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back, Expresso fam. Yes, you are locked onto S3, onto the best morning show in the country. Zanele always says it, and I have to agree with her, and I'm sure you would be nodding as well. Thank you so much for choosing us on this Wednesday. Now, today we are turning up the heat, not just in the kitchen, but also with a round of quick-fire questions. And you're wondering, who could we be asking these questions to? Well, we are joined by the heart and soul behind one of Cape Town's most beloved Ethiopian restaurants. It is called Addis in Cape. I'm sure you've been there, eaten there, and have all the memories. It's nestled right there on Loop Street. So please help me in welcoming our beautiful guests today, the owner, Sinat Mekonnen, as well as visionary, bringing the warmth of the Ethiopian hospitality to the mother city to bless us so much. It is Chef Tej Tolosa. Please give them a feel-good welcome. Welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for being here. It's so good to have you. Now, I know it's a little bit stressful when we ask you for quick fire questions because we don't want you to think too much. Just answer as soon as it comes to your head. But I'm going to get into asking you the best dish to impress a first-time visitor to your restaurant.
Well, our food is divided into two, vegan and non-vegan. So if it is for the vegan, we would say misirot.
What is that?
Misirot, that's made of lentil. And based on that, and the other one is tips or dorowat.
I'm so
that
excited
is
for all
chicken
of that.
and beef.
Okay, dorowat. I can't wait to get into that. How about the biggest myth about Ethiopian food? What do people think it is versus what it really is?
Spicy, that's the first thing comes in their mind, but yeah.
Is it only spicy if I ask for it to be spicy?
No, it's 50-50.
Okay.
So 50% spicy, 50% not spicy. So that's the way it is.
And when it comes to the flavor profile, like I know in Cape Malay cooking, it's a little bit of sweetness added to a lot of the dishes. What would you say the flavor profile of Ethiopian food is?
I think a lot of spices, different type. It could be cardamom, cinnamon, and all those things all together. And a kind of spice we prepare, which is called berbere, and so it's based on that. So
lovely.
Yeah.
Okay, chef, maybe I can come to you and ask you, what is your favorite dish to make?
What?
So if I remember correctly, that's beef?
No, it's chicken.
Oh, that's the chicken. Yeah. Okay. And how do you prepare this chicken? Also with the spices, I assume.
Yes.
Yeah.
With the spices, and we put butter, onion oil, and korarima.
And do you serve it with injera?
Yes.
Ah, delicious.
It's always with injera. Ethiopian food is always with injera because, like, you know, if you eat Italian, you will eat with spaghetti.
Yes.
And Asian food, you will eat with rice. So Ethiopians eat with injera.
I love injera.
Yeah.
And actually, so we'll get into it in just a bit, Expresso fam. You have a darker injera. The one that I've eaten before is actually lighter in color. So do you get different kinds of injera?
Yeah, you do, but actually what you have seen is it's two different grain. One is rice, the white one, and the other one is teff, that's indigenous to Ethiopia, but luckily South Africa is growing it, so it's available. It grows in Bloemfontein.
Oh, well, look at that.
Yeah.
Bloemfontein rising above it all. What is your favorite spice to cook with?
Yeah,
Spicy.
Berbere.
What is that?
Berbere is, you know, like, I don't really like to use it, but the word is like curry, okay? The Indian curry.
Yeah.
So it is somewhat like that, but we prepare it in Ethiopian way. Like the Thai, they have the Thai food, the paste, you know, the green,
green curry, red curry, right.
And for Ethiopians, they have this berbere, but it is, you can make it as paste as well as powder, but most of the time we use the powder.
I love that.
Yeah.
So I've been to Ethiopia, but it was a layover traveling, so I didn't get to stay for too long, but I absolutely loved it. I need to go back. But I wanted to experience the street food and the street culture. So if I were to walk around in the streets, what can I pick up and eat?
Okay, that is a very difficult one.
Okay.
Because especially when I grow up, even now it's not much of street food. We don't really eat at the street, but what is on the street is coffee. The Ethiopian coffee ceremony, wherever you go,
Yes.
with popcorn, and that is what I would call street food.
Coffee and popcorn.
Yeah, coffee and popcorn. Maybe you can have a snack, whatever snack is available. But that is the street.
Well, I'm telling you, that's two of my favorite things.
It's very spiritual. You sit and you have frankincense, roasting of the coffee. You talk to anyone who is around you, just, around the table.
Right.
So that's...
Yeah, that's beautiful. I have seen the coffee ceremony before. It was actually at the airport.
Yeah,
and it
you
was
have seen it,
absolutely beautiful. And the coffee, I mean, as you know, was fantastic.
Yeah.
I hope you brought us some coffee today.
Yeah, I did a little bit, not so much.
bit.
It is so early morning.
I know, and thank you for being here, for sacrificing your sleep to bless us on the Culinary Hotline Bling. We can't wait to get into the recipes. Are we going to get some of the things we spoke about?
Yes, we will. But maybe not Dorowat, but
Okay.
we scheduled to do tips, which is, very easy to make and for most people. And I thought it is nice to show also how to bake the injera. And many times people ask me, where can we get this? And I say, okay, come to Addis in Cape, buy it from us. But I would like to show people, especially that you can find teif now all over.
Right.
So it's just, we will try to show you a shortcut.
Yeah. Some people love to explore other culinary spaces at
they do.
home, so
Yeah.
it's nice to do that.
Yeah.
I have to ask you, though, your favorite South African food that you've had?
Which one? Oh, apple crumble.
Ooh, that's a good one. Yes, Chef, how about you?
Yeah, South Africa.
The taste of me, I like sushi only.
That's my girl. Yes. We can have sushi and then apple crumble. How about that? Absolutely beautiful. Thank you so much for coming through today. And we can't wait to actually get into the kitchen with you to have a good time. Addis in Cape, right?
Yes.
Please go visit it. I drive past it all the time on Loop Street, rather, in the mother city, in the CBD, and make sure that you head over there and make a trip there as soon as you come to Cape Town. We'll get into the Culinary Hotline Bling in just a little bit, but to just whet the appetite, here's a beautiful performance just for you.